things over the lens. Hello. Good afternoon. It's cold out here. Hello, Shorty Small. Thank you for coming to Maud. Hi, Keto Whitley. Hi, Official Brain Freeze. Casby. Hi, Jeannie. I thought if I stood out here on the back stoop to smoke, I might be able to see your names better before we go in. That's not very pretty to look at, though, is it? Hi, Nashville True Crime. Teresa and Martha. Hi, Half Pint. Hi, Queen. Unusual time for me. Hello to the UK. Shorty, that's okay, honey. This is very unexpected. On this morning's upload, the very first, hi Country Christian, hi Tennessee Southern Hell, hi Prissy Missy, hi Beach Cat, the very first, I might get this out. Hi Phoebe. The very first comment under this morning's upload was, we need a live. So, I put on some lipstick and here we are. Justice. I didn't know if anybody'd show up or not. And I got a couple of things if you guys want to, chat for a little while. But I'm getting cold. Hi, Novelist. Did you roll out Laughing Country Christian? Did you like my little robotic? Of course, on a live, I don't have to do that because we lag so badly anyway that... Hi, Darlene. Now, Mods, I don't know what kind of trouble we might have in here today. Because, I've been raising hell for a couple of days. Hi, Nisa. On YouTube, I mean. And a couple of chat rooms, Martha. And then, of course, my upload this morning. Y'all can pretty much tell. Kid gloves are off. I mean, not that I ever actually had them on. But, let me put this cigarette out and let's go inside. Hang on. Grab your barf bags, as I like to say. By the way, this is the back of the house. Don't come out this way too often. Anyway, what I was going to say, Mods, is I don't know. I did figure out how to block some people. But I still have not figured out why I do not have my function to make more mods. So, we'll work on that some other time. Let me set you down. You got my back, Kita. Hi, Marcy. Thank you, Marcy. And honey, that's exactly it. Maybe y'all saw the title. Let me go ahead and plug us in. Y'all, I'm not dressed very pretty today. I've got my house cleaning clothes on. But I'm going to plug us in here. I'm back. Okay, still with the lag. It is what it is, babies. Anyway, I'm not dressed very pretty. I got my house clean clothes on. Thank you, Casby. If y'all saw the upload this morning, my regular viewers, and hi, by the way, welcome to Lip Lock No More. My name is Susan. All opinions are welcome as long as they are presented in a respectful manner in the chat. We've got 2 rules if you're new. Anyway, today we've got 2 rules. The usual ones. Please do not bash other YouTube creators in my chat. Hopefully you are all aware as viewers who use live chat rooms. This diabolical phenomenon of screenshotting. And then taking those screenshots, babies, and using them against you somewhere else. I'm only asking you not to bash, to protect you. I do plenty of bashing, and I'm willing to take it. I got broad shoulders, honeys. But to protect you, that rule and the other rule is, maybe a trigger warning, just throw it out. I'm going to throw it out verbally. Hi, Southern and Sassy. This channel, Lip Lock No More, was created for and is dedicated to Summer Moon Utah Wells. Many of those who view my channel, because it is a discussion channel, an opinion channel, an idea channel, let's see if we can find something to help TBI, find Summer channel. Many of those who are interested in my channel and my content are survivors of either or a combination of child sexual abuse, child sex trafficking, familial sex trafficking, rape, domestic violence, and domestic abuse. Therefore, the big rule is you do not re-victimize anybody by coming into this chat room and stirring up shit. It will not be put up with. This is your only warning. If my mods see you, because my mods know that once I start jacking these jaws, I don't look at the chat. I lose my train of thought if I do. I try to connect with you at the beginning, somewhere in the middle, and then at the end before we say goodbye. So my mods know. You mess around in this chat in any way that upsets people and diverts chat to something, cuss warning, that's fucking bullshit, they will just block you. You don't get timed out, you're just blocked. Okay. Time out if you're, get a little bit, my mods have good discernment. That's why they are my mods. So, if you get a little bit out of hand, they might time you out. If they do, I hope that you would be mature enough during your time out to reconsider how you have presented yourself in this chat room. Rejoin us and contribute something positive for Summer Moon Utah Wells, or whatever topic we may be discussing that day. It's almost always summer here. So I guess maybe another trigger warning would be, yeah, I cuss a lot. Hi, Patriot Wife. Hi, Michael Elizabeth. Hi, Sweet Sativa. Honey, I haven't heard anything about Don being fired. I don't know. Hi, Moulin Rouge. I guess, is that a rumor that's going around? Shorty Small, thank you for thanking our viewers. Hi, Rosemary and Time. Has anybody in chat, hi, Jacques of all trades. Has anybody in chat heard about Don? Has he been fired? It's the rumor on the street. Hi, Amanda. Keita saw in another live that he didn't get fired. Hi, Dee Dee. Is Ange Carter in here? Hi, Paula Rogers. Kentsugi says fired this morning after MGL visited job. Rumor. Yeah, if only he'd gotten fired. Nellie Bug saying from everything she's heard. Hi, Char. Official brain freeze. They literally, hi, Jody. Okay, and BK is saying that he didn't, okay, so it's like everything else in the Summer Moon Utah Wells case. Basically. Is that what we're saying? About Don getting fired? Basically, we don't know. Okay, sweet. Yeah, psycho as fuck. Don't get me started on them. Babies, don't get me started on them. Shit. Talk about a damn waste of... All right, number one, it detracts from summer. It's pointless. And potentially endangering someone. And, I don't know. Do you think maybe all the people who gave money to those nuts bags might wonder what did they actually do with the money? Where were all the protesters? Just Marcy saying, just like he says him and Candace don't drink or do drugs anymore. When did they stop? It made me think of it. Oh, hi, Joe. It made me think, see, Joe's saying they got him fired. Hi, Esther, honey. I was hoping you would show up because you know why I'm doing this live. Because of you, baby doll. You put a comment under this morning's upload that you needed a live. So here I am. And Esther, we had a bunch of other people join us. I thought it was going to be just me and you, baby doll, having a chat. Hi, Hybrid Pisces. Lifetime. Yeah. You know, most of my regular viewers have figured out they never know when I'm going to go live. Because I never know when I'm going to go live. Also, because of the thing I told you, the being unpredictable and when I'm going to go live and not announcing it ahead of time may help reduce people that we'd rather not have coming into our chat. Moving my mouse here because at the end, hi Toodles, at the end today, rather than, and Hybrid Pisces, thank you for being here to mod, baby. Have to have your fix, honey. we usually read a funny story or something like that. I thought today we're going to take a walk down my memory lane. I figured out to open some pictures up in my desktop, and the monitor is right on the other side, hopefully where I can just push the button and flip it around. And hi kitty kitty meow meow. And here's where I got the idea. I have to be honest with you. If you have not seen or subscribed to, or hi Cassie, or are not familiar with one of our mods here, Shay's Safe Place. Shay is also a YouTube creator. She has a relatively new channel. She is a beautiful woman from Kentucky. And the other day, she did an upload that the audio is super kick-ass. But she showed us pictures of her and her brother TJ Cantrell, whose unfortunate murder. We would certainly like the sheriff's department there where Shay lives to get off his lazy dead ass and do something about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, here on my channel, you will find a piece about TJ Cantrell. But anyway, I thought when we ended today that take you down a stroll down old Liplock's memory lane, just for a little bit. So, yeah, honey, I love Shay. I haven't seen her in here, honey. We never know. Hi, Bobby. Shay, she's got her mama, she's got a son. She's a content creator, and so she needs to dedicate time to that. So let's talk about a little bit about some stuff that I've been thinking about with summer. And I don't know how this, how I told you, okay, let me start again. Hi, Barbara. Remember that part 2 of our who, what, where, when, why, how regarding summer and anything else we talk about. We got through our who. I've added a few more who's. And we've been putting off the what part. I've been putting off the what part because it's like everything else, it's challenging, darlings. Pardon me for looking off away from you. What I'm looking at is our bulletin board. Let me just go ahead and grab it. And babies, I don't know if this will work. I don't think you can see it. Okay, give me a second. Well, I may have to take it off of the bulletin board. This is a paper that you've seen before. As you guys know, I keep everything. I keep scraps of paper that I've jotted stuff down on. And I want to remind you of this before I put our bulletin board back over there. This right here, other than summer babies, hi Truly, hi Semi-C, is one of the main reasons we do what we do here. The statistics in the United States of America, hi Sleuth Mom, show that 1 out of 6 males and 1 out of 4 females is SA'd before the age of 18. And one would like to hope or pray, whatever method is the most comfortable for you, that somehow or another, perhaps through our legislators, I think things necessary beyond my ability to reason out. We've got to change that. And I'll be damned if I know how. Y'all just heard me give a little shout out here to Sleuth Mom in our chat. I was in her chat this morning. She's talking about a little harmony right now. We talk about little Summer, who lived in a community absolutely surrounded, congested with registered sex offenders. Known as RSOs to the politically correct. I call the bastards what they are. So let's go ahead and try to talk a little bit more about something we can't possibly know the answer to. Because we're not law enforcement. We're not TBI. I'm not even retired law enforcement. I've worked with law enforcement off and on all my life, and as the baby dolls are familiar hearing me say, I have known law enforcement since before I was born. But I am a retired television news director, investigative television journalist, who worked a double homicide trial, arrest, trial, pre-trial, whole fucking 9 yards. I also am the only investigative reporter in the entire world to have gotten an exclusive interview with Carrie Noble, head of the CSA, not to be confused with child sexual abuse, not CSA, child sexual abuse. Covenant, sword, and arm of the Lord in 1984. You want to talk about some scary motherfuckers? Wasn't Waco, but it easily could have been. And in my interview, Carrie told me the reason it wasn't like that, not like Waco. Waco hadn't happened yet. But it didn't go that way because FBI and the leaders of CSA in Oakland, Arkansas, at their compound, were able to negotiate peaceful surrender. Therefore, the amassed firearms, illegal firearms, and manufacture of illegal silencers for said firearms with a plan like most wacko religious cult militant armed groups. Here's my point. Law enforcement and an investigative journalist basically ask the same questions. Who, what, where, when, why, how. Not with the same goal and not necessarily in the same order. Here on Lip Lock No More with the baby dolls, when it comes to Summer Wells, we're advancing, regressing with an advancement to what? Hi, Cherokee girl. Stay safe place. I was just jacking my jaws about you behind your back. Na 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 na. And you weren't here to hear it. And so, So, and mods, if you would, babies, let's see. Let's get rid of this. Y'all know now that I'm now that I came out to y'all this morning, that it has been revealed to me that I'm hooked up with a foreign government, or we may be getting more of those bots. Sorry. Okay. What happened to Summer Moon Utah Wells? Fuck if I know. Neither do my baby dolls. We got loads of ideas. All of them are welcome in this chat room. Here again, as long as they're presented respectfully. And if you're going to say something like, they killed her, if you don't put, in my opinion, or I believe they may have, or is it possible that, or make it a question, then the mods will not time you out, but they will delete your comment, because you don't fucking know that. So don't state something as fact. I wish you wouldn't do it on other channels either, because if you are the kind of person that does that, all you're doing is throwing gas on a fire that is already a motherfucking house ablaze. Be responsible, for fuck's sake. All right. So let's make it clear. What we're doing is asking some questions, throwing out some ideas of what might have happened to Summer. Knowing and accepting that TBI and FBI card knows a shitload of stuff that I don't know, no other YouTube creator knows, Jody Sue Brown don't know, none of the motherfuckers on this list know, and neither do a single one of you, unless you are one of my friends at TBI or FBI. And if you are and you come in chat, don't tell us anything we shouldn't know, which I know you won't. Now, baby, since the last time y'all looked at this, hi, cupcakes. Hi, Darlene, if I didn't say hi already. Baby, it makes my brain like scrambled eggs, too. And when you get to be my age... Hi, Angie Spurlock. All right, now. I don't know if I can do this, if I can read backwards. Because to me, it's backwards right now. I added this up here, since y'all saw this paper before. Planned abduction. We didn't have that written on there before. Everything else you're looking at right here, you've seen this before. We just kind of, good afternoon to you, baby cupcakes, and Jennifer. So what I'm doing is I'm wanting to give y'all a moment to just glance at this, maybe get a screenshot of it or whatever, if that's the kind of thing you like to do. Since I don't have bells and whistles and I can't, I write it down and I show it to you. I just want to give you a chance to look at it. Hi, Colette. I do very well, darling. I hope you're well as well. Hi, Nan. Good to see you, darling. It's pretty cold. Hi, Grand Dragon. Okay, so hopefully you've had, my regular viewers have seen this. It's been several months because, babies, we've been working the Summer Moon Utah Wells case over here on this channel for quite some time, and I'm on it pretty much 24/7. All right. I presented the what if to y'all yesterday morning in a pre-recorded upload. The what if was about planned abduction, which we have not discussed on this channel. Rather than going back through all the what ifs I threw out there, if you don't mind, I would just like to ask you to go back and watch the video, because I look like I've had quite a few views on it, and so likely most of you have seen it already. I don't know why I got this scarf on. But we have a viewer, one of, y'all hear me use the term baby dolls on here. Now, just so, if you're new, I want you to understand something. I am not infantilizing my viewers. My mods, and some of you, and you know who you are, who are not mods, are part of a small collective who do research for me that don't have the technology to do or the funds. By funds, what I mean is to pay for those deep research sites where you check people's backgrounds and get their arrest records. I can't afford all that. So I appeal to those of you who can. All right. They are generally the ones I refer to as the baby dolls, but in my heart, if you're watching me, you are one. And here's what a baby doll is. A motherfucking warrior who stands up for and speaks up for those who cannot, or for any reason is not willing. Like if maybe they're scared shitless. So, a baby doll is sort of like a combination of Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn. Hearts of gold with a baseball bat. Figuratively, not literally, on the baseball bat. All right. So since that's the one we haven't discussed, may I ask, if you don't mind, would you put a 1 in the chat if you did see my upload called Wicked Webs, wherein I address Brad with Sean, connections, and a bunch of what if this happened, what if this happened. Hi, Wendy. And it leads to the idea of a planned abduction. Hi, wee Scottish Ma. Paula, I think I said hello to you, sweetheart, but if I didn't, hello. Truly amazing. Okay, it looks like we're getting ones here. Colette, Justice Seeker. Hi, Justice Seeker. And you don't think you saw it, that's okay. Okay, now what I did is I let y'all know that we have a regular viewer who is a baby doll, deep research, uber deep research, otherwise known as confidential source. And that viewer had an idea that, I don't want to say gender, that person, the CS, confidential source, CS. CS, and I did some FaceTime on, no, it wasn't either. It was a regular telephone call. And CS had some really good thoughts, y'all. And I'd like to know, hi Cynthia, what if we started following the money? I am not on their side, but the kids did have a lot of toys. Sorry, Annie, did have a lot of toys. Xbox, yes, dirt bikes, new cars. How can they afford it with one income? Cynthia, I did a little bit of, hi Graham E, I did a little bit of research on the average hourly wage of a drywaller in Tennessee. It was about $25 an hour. I don't know if Don was selling anything. But there's a really good profit in that particular market as well. Hi, Elena's View. So, hi, Miss Butts. So, you know, when I very first saw the yard, I was like, well, he probably like does scrap metal, you know, where you take scrap metal and they pay you for it and whatnot. But then when Chris McDonough was there on the property, Candace, he asked her, and she said, no, I'm not quoting, but she said something like, no, it just lays there. So, and as far as I know, and let's keep in mind, I live in Arkansas. Yeah, what did they spend on tattoos, cigarettes, vapes, booze, drugs? I know. Babies, I don't know. Cupcakes are saying they scam people for food. You know, Allie, in her interview with Chris McDonough of the Interview Room, and mods here again, if you would please drop links to any channels, if we've got them that I mentioned, or if we have a creator in our chat room. If a creator is going to be kind enough to come over here and spend some time with us, even if we don't agree. I mean, how many creators actually do agree? Some of us are close, but then we diverge. All right, now, but let's get back to what, babies? Angie, that's one of the things, honey, on the list is accident. But on this planned abduction thing, our CS, confidential source, who was born and raised, but no longer lives, and no, it's not fucking Jody Sue. I said somebody born and raised. Not only in the Beach Creek community, but yes, on Ben Hill Road. And can still, to this day, walk the pig trails, the dog trails, the four wheels, the whatever fucking trails, right there where we're told Summer got gone from, with a blindfold on and not stumble. That's why I trust in this thought process of, could this be the case? That Candace, pre-planned, physically carried Summer partway into the woods to a pre-designated meeting spot. I don't know. Maybe a campsite that was recently found with two chairs. I don't know. Carly Trent went missing up in those hills. So don't nobody tell me it can't happen. Yeah, he took her from the school. I know the ins and outs of the Carly Trent case if you don't go look at it. Happened in Hawkins County, Tennessee. Really interesting how that went. So anyway, Candace carries her so far to a pre-designated meeting spot. On the way, one little foot goes down on the ground. Law enforcement told us the dogs hit on the footprints. The source the dogs sniffed to get Summer's scent was her shoe. When your bare foot hits the ground, it leaves one of the best scents imaginable for tracking a human being. Or maybe that one little footprint goes down when Summer's being handed over to whoever the fuck. The reason I'm looking off thinking is I want to relate this the way our CS related it. Not my version of the idea I was presented, but as close as I can to what was presented to me. So, either Summer is a bit too much for Candace to carry at just one moment and that foot hits the ground and she gets picked back up, or that's the point of exchange. I don't know. Okay. Our other footprint is where I'm more inclined that if I was going to go with this theory, which it's pretty good to my way of thinking, in my opinion, because we can fit the scream in there. Maybe. Or, okay, that second footprint, I'm leaning more towards maybe that is the handoff place. The first footprint is, kind of hard to handle. Get her back up, then get to where I'm going. Then I'm handing her off, and if it's to a stranger, there might be a little struggle going on there. And maybe that other foot hits the ground before the baby gets snatched back up. And then, just like our confidential source could do, but would not even consider it, on foot. And it's one of the sons of bitches that lives right yonder in one of the two light hollers, where Simpson holler maybe we're not looking the right direction when we look across Ben Hill Road. Unless the people across Ben Hill Road are mixed up in it somehow. I don't know. What do y'all think? And Michelle, baby, thank you, baby. But let's give kudos. Yes, Esther Lawson does have a connection to the Wells family by marriage. Across the road wanted money bad. Evidently still does. Okay. All right. Angie, thank you for pointing that out. Look at all them pretty hearts from Jack. Hi, AC, baby. I hadn't seen her talk to you in a long time. It's good to see you over here. Hi, Fax Girl. Mods, let me ask you, if it's enough that Ange Carter is concerned about it, then there's reason for concern. Because Ange, okay, so mods, if you would, review that. Hi, Jennifer Marie. Colette's saying, let me finish. Time them out or block them. We do not have space here for misinformation. And I laid the fucking rules out, did I not, when we started? I'm not yelling at the mods. I'm yelling at whoever is putting fucking misinformation in my fucking chat to the point that one of my regular viewers has to fucking call you out. Just go ahead. Hi, 6up Media. Just, mods, just go ahead and block them. Fuck them. Go over to a Krama channel where you can just say whatever shit you want to. I go over to them so I can say whatever shit I want to. And even when I'm saying whatever shit I want to, I don't fucking give any misinformation regarding a 5-year-old missing child. Welcome to the big kids table. Now, back to what we were talking about. What do y'all think? What do you think about that? That our confidential source, who would know if that was possible, says 100% it is possible, more than possible, likely, probable. No, baby, Nan, not Harley. Baby, it's Carly. Hang on, honey. Let me write it on a piece of paper and stick it up here in front of the screen for you. Hang on, honey. And I needed to grab a couple of things here. Hi, Nita's World. Welcome, honey. Mods, if we have a link for Nita's World, please feel free to drop it. Nan, I'm going to write her name on a piece of paper here and hold it up in front of the screen, because with this dental, if I ever get my damn bridge, perhaps I will be able to use proper diction and pronunciation again. Okay, Nita, just put it in there for you, baby. Carly Trent. Highly weird ass fucking situation on that one, in my opinion. Yes, thank you, Nita. Hey, Rita. So y'all think, should I put that on? Okay, if you think I should add, and I would, anybody vote that's in the chat room, but I want to ask, I'm going to trust you. If you've been watching me long enough to know about this list we're talking about, if you think we should add this, I don't know if you call it a theory yet. Is it a hypothesis? I get confused. If you think, hi Sky Channel, you can add planned abduction under the scenario that I've described to our permanent list, put a 1 in the chat. Hi, Laura. Hey, Gypsy Girl. Beverly. Esther. Shay. Hybrid. Darlene. We Sky Small. Cupcakes. AP. Sandra. Kitty. Rita. Jean. Okay. Inquisitive Jade. AC. Hybrid. I'm going to take the kissy faces baby as a Outdoorsy Life 88, baby. True Crime Insanity with KC2. Hi, Alicia Ann. Baby, we're voting on whether or not we should add an idea about what might have happened to Summer to our permanent list that we have here on Lip Lock No More. And that is the idea presented by a confidential source of a planned abduction where Summer would have been handed off by Candace to an unknown, hi Love Hearts, hi Annette, back out in the woods. Brenda's saying 1. Basically, baby, that's it. And see, Southern Sassy, at this point, anything is possible. Hi, Ashley. Yes, baby, I am Ashley. I hope you are. And everybody else that's here. Hi, Becky. Becky, I keep saying hey. Okay. All right. Well, planned abduction is going to be, all right, is added to our what happened to Summer. Just very quickly then, I want to run down the list that we've discussed on a previous, I don't remember if it was a live or a pre-recorded upload. We've discovered what's before, so let me just give you the cliff notes on that. Known or unknown abduction. Not planned, well, not like what we just talked about. Known or unknown abductor might be perhaps a better way to put it. Which would involve, here again, cliff notes, the following. Perhaps Summer's swing, the driveway, the dog/motorbike trail, dogs present or not present, car door slam, ? Jody Sue, scream, ? human slash animalistic slash muffled question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, Jody Sue. Time 4:30 to 4:42 p.m. June the 15th, 2021 on the screen. At this point, figuratively and literally, the scent ends. Sex trafficked. We have evidence. Now, let's keep in mind, we also have evidence to disprove. Or we can use our critical thinking skills and reason out, well, it could be, but is it probable? See, we got to go from impossible, like aliens, or government psyops, or huge government international conspiracies, to what happens in the real world with real child sex trafficking, which we have done on this channel to try to educate you. But we have signs from Summer in both video form and photographic form presented on her mother's Facebook page, her father's Facebook page, and the church's videos that could indicate familial or child sex trafficking. Here's where those are, Cliff Notes. Fig leafing. Now, please feel free to Google any of these, because I've already explained them, and I don't want to get bogged down because we're already almost at an hour. Fig leafing, blue hair, pink hair, shaved head, red shoes, photographs and or videos taken in or beside waterfalls, bodies of water, water fountains, amusement parks. We have her father going straight to the shed. Perhaps Summer was being trafficked out of the shed and was not earned. Perhaps. And the scent ends. Did she wander off? Cliff Notes. Two searches. Yes, months apart. Teams from multiple mutual aid units. You can research them, you can Google it, find out who they were if you wish. But we have it from law enforcement officially. Search teams, canine units, EquiSearch, airplanes, drones, helicopters. Not a hide, not a hair, not a fingernail. The scent ends. if she did not wander off into the woods just on her own. First time for everything, Candace. 5 years old, maybe Yucky took off into the woods. Maybe he took off down the driveway. Maybe she took off after him. I don't know. I think if you had been watching her, Candace, instead of what it was you were doing on the afternoon of June the 15th, 2021 at 110 Ben Hill Road or thereabouts, while you were on a run, or as the 911 dispatcher said, the mother said she went for a walk, or as the 911 dispatcher said, gone for 10 minutes. How do you know how long a missing child has been missing? Because if you knew how long she was missing, she wouldn't be missing. Because you would have been watching her, Candace Bly, rather than getting high or getting stoned or taking a walk or a run or whatever the fuck you were doing on the afternoon and early evening when the beautiful blonde-headed, blue-eyed, 3-foot-tall, 40-pound, beautiful child named Summer Moon Utah Wells just got the fuck gone. So no matter what happened to Summer, and no matter what law enforcement eventually reveals to us, no matter what floats to the surface, you, Candace Bly, are ultimately 100% responsible for the fact that nobody, as far as we know, knows where Summer is. You, Candace Bly, are fucking responsible because you are irresponsible. And I don't give a flying fuck if a motherfucker watching this agrees or disagrees with my opinion. If you can't see that with your own two eyes, you're a fucking fool. I don't care if you're the head of CPS or the low-life pieces of shit that live across the road, or someone like Sherry Mulrooney or Jose Roman or Hunter's dad Andrew or Rose Myers or Jackie Dobbs or David Dotson or, say it again, Sherry Mullaney. If you don't know who that is, that's Allie's mother. Where the fuck has she been in all of this? Candace, you went to Chili's with her on March the 31st of 2021. Had you a nice big great meal together. I thought you two bitches wasn't hanging out together anymore in March of 2021. Yeehaw! Had you a good time at Chili's. Fucking lying bitch. Jose. Andrew, Hunter's dad. I don't know his last name. How about Leslie? How about Allie? How about Hunter, who I honestly think is a young man who has been caught up in somebody else's shit and he has been used. He's a kid. Hellfire. When I was 15 years old, back in the 60s, if I'd had an adult willing to give me, well, he didn't drink then, but let's just, come on now. If you're willing to give me a little bit of booze and you're going to give me some cigarettes and give me some weed and give me a fucking blowjob, yeah, I'm going to go hang out with you. And the next thing I know, I'm a 15-year-old kid and my ass is wound up in some shit that I don't understand and ain't fucking right. So shame the fuck on you for Candace for even mixing that child up in this. And I don't care if any of you agree with me on that either. I think you can pretty well tell if you're new here, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Really. It's how my mother raised me. Because once it comes out my mouth, it's already processed up here. I thought about it before I said it. So speak my mind. And if I make a mistake, if I cross a line, I'll apologize, I'll retract, I'll make a correction. Or I'll say, up your ass with a wire brush. Let's put a few more names on our to keep list. Candace Bly, Candace Hare, Donald Wells, Josie Whalen Wyatt, Jody Sue Brown, Andy, Polly, Anna, Brad Wishon, Ronnie Lawson says everyone is still a person of interest. As a matter of fact, in one interview, here's how he said it. A suspect or a person of interest, however you want to put it, quote unquote. What did TBI say? Ain't nobody been cleared. Nobody. Therefore, every fucking name I just read off, and some others, including, Frank Edward Light, Tony Hammonds, every fucking one of you cocksuckers. According to Ronnie Lawson, TBI and FBI card is a suspect or a person of interest, however you want to put it. I think I need a cigarette. Here's something I just want to throw out there for you. I love you too, Grand Dragon. Chris McDonough of the interview room brought this out. Of the interview room. It's something I knew from the old days working with law enforcement. When I say old days, I mean the 1970s. And I knew it, but I forgot it. And that's one reason I really enjoy listening to Chris McDonough, Duty Ron, Police Off the Cuff, real law enforcement people. Yeah, they're retired. You know why they're retired? Because they have years of motherfucking experience under their belts, behind their badges, in their heads, and training. And Chris said this when he was reviewing the interview with Grandma Man Bun, who is the great-grandmother of Hunter, the grandmother of Allie. She is not Allie's sister. So those of you who are new to the case, can you please get the names and how these people are related correct? Or shut the fuck up? When Chris was going over that, he pointed something out to us. I think it's good for us to remember in our everyday real lives. Quote Chris McDonough. Anytime a third party answers the question, it indicates deception. End quote. You get it? I ask you a question, and this person over here answers for you. There's a red flag there somewhere. What is it? I don't know. But it does indicate deception of some form. Okay. Babies, I think that's about it. Except I do want to ask you, well, we're just going to do this little stroll down memory lane instead of our, let me see if I can, I need a couple of puffs off a cigarette. I'm starting to get like, hang on. Imagine my amazement when I realized that they had wireless mouses. Of course, you got to remember, I grew up in a world where computers did not even exist. I grew up in a world where the phone that I am now speaking to 122 people live on. There's more technology in this Android 4G phone than it took to send men to the moon in the Apollo moon landing. So when I found out wireless mouse, okay. You know I gotta unplug you, but I gotta have a couple puffs. Hang on just a second. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. Does anybody know? Now, when I'm looking at my screen here, hi Tia Marie and True Crime. Over here, I have my hand over the lens. Okay. Right here is the camera that is the camera thing that if I push it, it's going to flip it the other way and you're looking at what I'm looking at. Next to it is the little chat thing where I decide whether the chat is hidden or it shows top chat or live chat. All the way over to the right, I have 3 dots, which give me these options. To save a highlight, to share, or to mute my microphone, which I'm sure some of you wish from time to time I would choose to do. Good luck with that. It's not going to happen. But right here, there are 2 circles overlapping one another. What the fuck is that? I'm afraid to touch it. Does anybody know what are these 2 circles? And it's like right now, I'd like to touch it and see what happens. Look at Kitsugi. You know I will if you double dog dare me. I will freaking touch it just to see what happens. Double dog dare me. Touch that bitch. All right. What is it? Okay, I've got a whole bunch of this going on. Buffering. And underneath the buffers it says normal, beam, blush, pop, crush, glow, slate, noir, dawn, bubbles, documentary, 8 minute. What the fuck? Oh, it's a filter. Oh, shit. How do I turn it off? Okay. Oh, it's filters. You mean like I could use filters and it would cover up my, maybe, like some of those, I've heard that there are some creators, y'all. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard there are some creators that use like layers and layers of filters so that you can't actually see, you know. Well, baby dolls, babies, I'm proud of these wrinkles. I gotta unplug you because I gotta smoke. Hang on. And we're overheating. Look, I know, y'all, I ain't no fool. I fully realize that I'm in a small demographic with my age. I know that most people on YouTube are young. I know that. Looking for my cigarettes. But you know what I've got that they don't? Years of practical experience. Now, by that, I'm not being ugly toward them. Y'all, I love young people. I don't hang out with anybody my age. Well, as a matter of fact, I don't hang out with anybody because I have multiple sclerosis, which gives me a compromised immune system, which in turn makes me more susceptible to some stuff than some other people might be. Yes, I'm immunized. I mean, yeah, I had my vaccine, all that. But I watch. If you look at my subscriptions, baby dolls on my channel, if you go over, you know, y'all, everybody I watch is young. So let me give you this piece of advice. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. If you are lucky enough to live as long as I have, when you get old, hang out with young people. They keep you young. They keep you from closing your mind off. They keep you from getting set in your ways. Am I set in some of my ways? Yes, the ones that I like and I'm comfortable with. 70 years old and I still, once in a while, a young person will say or point out something and I'll go, you know what, you're right. I think I'll work on that. I think I'll get better about that. See? Yeah, let's have a cigarette, Angie. Well, honey, I live in the Ozark Hills of Arkansas, but I am from Kansas City, Missouri. I've lived back in Arkansas. The reason I say back, it's a long story. I want to keep you. I was born in Kansas City. When I was 6 months old, my daddy had his first heart attack. We're talking the 1950s, early 1950s. Then a little while later, he had him another one. My daddy was a truck driver. He was a steel hauler for steel haulers out of Kansas City, Missouri, associated with, at that time, what was called Sheffield Steel, then became Armco Steel on Independence Avenue. Second heart attack made it to where he couldn't work, driving a truck anyway. So my mom and daddy were from northern Arkansas, Izard County. And Uncle Ott, his name was actually Arthur, and it was Uncle Art, but I was a wee one at the time. But as I began to speak, I called him Ott, so he became Uncle Ott. And Uncle Ott was a really old man who had an antebellum home a lot further north up in Arkansas than where I am now. And he was a widower, and he'd got to a state of hell, live by himself anymore. Or shouldn't be living by himself. And he made a deal with Mom and Daddy. Y'all come down here on the home place, and you live with me until I die, to where I don't have to go in what back then, babies, was called the old folks' home. Because Uncle Ott had all his wits about him. He just didn't get around too good anymore. So that's what we did. So we came back to Arkansas. Life goes on. Daddy died. Things change. My mother had wanderlust when she became a widow. Traveled all over the United States with my mother in a 1955 Chevy Bel Air, two-tone, white over turquoise. And then later a 1955 lime green Ford Fairlane. I could put this Mustang, my car, I could put that Mustang in the back seat of my mother's car. Or in the trunk. And life goes on, and I blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. And I came to this part of Arkansas as a music publicist. And I've been here ever since. And that was New Year's Eve of 1999. So, that's a long way of telling you I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I live in Arkansas. My great-granddaddy walked to Izard County, Arkansas from Kentucky in 1864. My people are Cherokee and Scott. I throw in a little Irish and English. Ooh, that cigarette was good, y'all, after raising hell over summer and all that shit. What y'all think about me being a foreign spy? Wait a minute, I can't see you chat. Are y'all thrilled to be associated with? Are you not? Bonnie Boggs, what part and last name? I don't know if I want to dox myself back that far. Cunningham. I'll give you the last name. You know why we're in the bathroom? I've got to put on some lipstick. Hang on. The baby dolls, they never come in the bathroom with me like this live. Hang on. That's a little bit better. Another word of advice. If you wear lipstick, like y'all ain't got your own mamas, your own grandmas. I know you do. Well, no, actually, some of you don't. As a matter of fact, some of you never did, babies. If you wear lipstick, use a brush. All right, come on. All right, we are at 1 hour and 26 minutes. We have been on Old Lip Lock No More longer than we have ever been before. We have had more people in our chat room than we have ever had before. And so instead of reading you a funny story or a poem, I am going to take you down a stroll of memory lane through photographs for just a couple of minutes. And I'll flip the camera back around and tell you how much I love you and tell you goodbye. Okay? So look, hang on. Let's see if this will work. Hang on. Let me get adjusted. Gonna take a sentimental journey. I'm gonna set my heart at ease. I'm gonna take a sentimental journey to renew old memories. I got my bag, I got my reservation. I spent each dime I could afford. Just like a child in wild imagination, I long to hear that all aboard. 7, that's the time we'll meet at 7. And I'll be waiting up for heaven. Woo! Counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. I never thought my heart could be so yearning. Oh, why did I decide to roam? I'm gonna take a sentimental journey, a sentimental journey home. 7, had to change the key, it was too high. Let me drop it down a little bit, got to go down. 7, that's the time we'll leave at 7. And I'll be waiting up for heaven. And I'm counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back. counting every mile of railroad track that takes me back to you guys. Walking down that old memory lane, briefly, feels nice. It reminds me of how I came to be, where I am now, and who I am now. I am lip-locked no more. If you have credible information that could lead to the rescue or recovery of Summer Moon Utah Wells, who was reportedly last seen walking down the road near her home at 110 Ben Hill Road in the Beach Creek community near Rogersville, Tennessee, in the late afternoon of June the 15th, 2021. A little girl named Summer Moon Utah Wells, who on June the 15th was reportedly 3 feet tall, weighed 40 pounds, had blonde hair and blue eyes. Her head had been shaved, and her 2 front teeth were rotting. We do not know what happened to Summer. Her father says she got gone. Her mother says she just vanished. So if you have credible information, please call 1-800-TBI FIND. That's 1-800-TBI FIND. I love you, baby dolls. Every single one of you. Thank you for subbing to my channel. Thank you for watching for Summer. Thank you for sharing for Summer. Thank you for liking for Summer. Thank you for loving Summer. Behave yourself. I love you, and I will see you on the flip-flop.